Hi, hello. When I went to the renfaire, I got to hold and interact with this very precious little owl. Maybe about this big. Tiny. Adorable. Her name's Freya. It was really cool. It's the first time I've ever done anything like that. Let's get in here. Last time, we got to the Last Light Inn. We almost got clobbered by Jaheira, who is a harper. Very interesting. I'm so excited. I love this game so much. Here we go. And we've got sweet baby Mattis right off the bat, but we gotta go kiss Astarion first. Oh, this is a new camp. Isn't it? Yeah. Oh, the music is so pretty. Okay, let's see. Oh, look at her go! She's so cute. Let's see if there's any extra dialogue.
Soldier.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, look at them. Look at them. What a little baby. Look at my round child.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite you.
God, he's so precious. We have to pet. Must.
Ooh, more.
I always imagine that he likes little chin scritches. Just a baby. Alright. So, nobody has dialogue. Oh, look! This is very cool. Oh! Halsin. I am going to be absolutely feral if we don't get to have him as a companion soon. Look at Will and Belle in their matching attire. They're so cute. Adorable. They're just twinning so hard. Okay. Oh, we did need to talk. I'm gonna just check everyone.
How beautiful it must be to know you can hold a hand, caress a cheek after going so long without. We'll get 𝒸𝒾𝒶 fixed up, right? There's always a way. There has to be.
Absolutely. I love Will. I love Will so much. He's such a good bean. Look at him. Look how dashing he fucking looks in this rose gold.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip inexorably through your fingers. 𝒸𝒾𝒶's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. You can be sure of that.
Notice the ways in which their perspectives are very different. Because Gale doesn't feel like he has a choice in the matter, he has also assumed that 𝒸𝒾𝒃 has no way out either, that their fates are ordained. When he for sure can choose to, not be a bomb. Now, obviously, the Netherese magic is still a thing that we would need to deal with. It doesn't seem as immediately fatal as 𝒸𝒾𝒃's engine, but notice that Will's like, we'll figure it out. We've got this. And Gale's like, at least she's making every breath count. It's very good writing. I love the little details like that. They're so important.
Poor 𝒸𝒾𝒃. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
It's absolutely tragic. 100%. Okay. I'm not going to talk to Volo, because he just wants my eye, and I refuse to surrender it.
If death is soon to take 𝒂𝒾𝒶, she should make every moment as rich as the last. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known.
Oh. I like how everyone's trying to be supportive in their own ways. That's also very meaningful. Okay, 𝒑𝒑, do you have anything to say on the matter? I wonder if 𝒑𝒑 might be able to help.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
Is he doing a mordin on us? And he's like, hey, I know you're fucking, but I do feel like Belle's gonna be like, excuse me? Oh my god. Exactly. Withers, you can't just call someone out for having a bosom companion. What would bellathyne say? I don't think she's used to being reprimanded or curtailed in any sense of the words. I do think she'd probably be a little defensive. She does not like being told what to do. Belle's gonna fit a hand to the small of her waist. Smirk a little bit. I will enjoy myself whenever I please.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
Thanks, 𝒑𝒑? Now to not be scolded.
So, the untouchable 𝒂𝒃 is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so probably safest to skip it.
I like how 𝒑𝒑 gets on our case, and I forgot he was covered in blood. Just trying to smooch. But I don't think Belle minds that. I'm sure she's smooched. While covered in blood. It sounds very drow to me. Have a romp about the Underdark, out on a scouting mission outside Menzo. Get a little bloody. Have a little romp. And then you head home. Can we talk about the two of us?
Can we? I suppose we can.
Can I kiss you?
Can't get enough. I'm not surprised.
I love how the baby is running around in the background.
Delicious.
I'm a little bummed because it was the one we got last time. And if there's only two, that's okay. But I thought there were a lot. Maybe tomorrow. Oh no, blood, the best lip balm, no. Although I think the drow from House of loredrop would disagree with me. I don't know how old Astarion is, so it's hard for me to know. Well, I know he's been in captivity for 200 years. So I've got that rubric. So he's over 200. How old is Belle canonically? I have to think. In modern day, as far as the RP is concerned. She's just over 200. So I don't know how old he is, but they're similar in age. But she's 200 modern day, so I think at this point in her storyline, because this is before she goes to Evermeet, she's 100 years younger than that. So definitively younger than. I think we can pop back in. I don't think we need to take a long rest. We should be good. I mean, we might as well take one here.
That took the edge off.
Now we can go. And then we'll take a long rest at the end.
Last night's best bargains right here.
Oh, Mattis.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you 𝒂𝒾𝒶? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a mordin in 2 hits. Bam, bam! We were all like, whoa!
Ever heard of the Blade of Frontiers, kid? If you like monster smashing, you might be a fan of his work.
Who's that?
A lovely chap. Didn't kick ass in the Blood War, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. But he never got kidnapped by a devil either.
Why is it a competition, Will?
Huh?
Sorry, kid. Look, forget about us begrudgers and bruisers. From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
My heart. If I remember correctly, in the backstory that she has revealed to us, she was kind of like street urchin-y, running around with a little gang, right? Or am I making that up? The thing is, I don't think Belle would say any of these. Kid really looks up to you. That's nice to see.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Absolutely.
Don't be shy. Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
Yours is the first happy face I've seen in a good while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Oh, Mattis, baby. I don't want to, I know they're really down on their luck, so I don't want to, push at this at all. So I'm just going to see what he's got. Let me see what you have. All right, little buddy. I love his lucky rings. It's so cute. Ring of resistance to ants. A glob of tree sap studded with dead ants occupies the space where this ring's stone once sat. I love that they made these. This ring is missing its gem. Or perhaps it's just very invisible. Tarbell's Guide to Distractions, a much-read guide to chicanery, stagecraft, and earning a quick coin. How precious. Incredible. This loot looks like it has had a very bad day. What are these? Evasive shoes. Oh. Rogues in Waterdeep prefer these spring-loaded boots that make evading the city watch a breeze. Didn't we need to get boots for Will? So here's a lyre. I have spider lyres, which are superior. Spoon of saltiness. When salting food, the bearer of the shadow curse utensil will always add too much or too little, but never the right amount. Truly, the deviousness is top tier. Ascending Shell. So for those of you who don't get the joke here, sending is a spell that you could use that's telepathic somewhat. Faint whispers creep from this sending shell when you hold it close, yet the method of sending messages from it is unclear. Fishing Rod of Alertness. The wielder of this rod cannot be surprised unless something unexpected happens. Decanter of nearly endless water. This decanter can, in fact, sometimes run out endless water. It will definitely regain its properties next day. The day after, for sure. That's very cool. Gain an additional level 3 spell slot? That sounds cool. Alright.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you.
Trinkets and doodahs.
All right. We looked at the bear. There's some. Oh.
This place gives me the creeps.
Those are probably mattises, so we're not
Seems
gonna
someone's been
take
skimming
them.
our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from Eldorado?
Wow.
Maybe not, Mom.
Don't say that. Jaheira! Don't say that. You be nice to those
That's
babies.
like best bargains
A
right
guest
here.
log. Jorah and Claudette Amster. Jasal Dominguez. Grey Eyes the Wizened. Arfina Duchamp. Elo Uhur. Booin Friend. I'm giving it the eyes because there's a very canon character in D&D named Minsk and Boo.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
The Mysterious Mr. Plank. DJ Mulligan. Al Kai, 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶, and Miles Lotz. Alice Gregor. Jane and Anne Byrne. Grace and Dylan Korf. Art Cullagh. Interesting. Dried sausage. Ooh, some grilled roast. Again,
Premium
I'm not going to
trinkets
take
and
any of this
doodahs.
stuff because we have plenty and these people don't have enough. Oh. Oh. Oh!
Your job is to serve drinks, you little devil. Do it.
Please, stop shouting.
I'm not shouting.
You better calm the fuck down.
Right here.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
You don't get to talk to those babies like that. Belle bolts her arms across her chest. Looks down her nose at Rolan. The kid's right. You need to lay off the liquor.
It's you. Don't you get tired of telling people how to live their lives?
If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time.
I think the cleric option is too sweet and empathetic for Belle. I heard about the attack in the Shadowlands. I'm here to help.
Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone.
I understand why he's upset, but he's blaming it on the wrong people. He just wanted to abandon a bunch of defenseless other individuals. I'm very sad that his siblings are gone. And I understand why you'd be upset about that. But saying, oh, we should have left everyone else to the goblins so I and my family could be okay? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think Belle's like, then stop whining and do something about it.
Oh, I will. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Yeah, by drinking and yelling at children? You're doing a great job, Rolan. Great job. I'll punch that man in the whole face if he talks to them like that again.
Right here. If this is about Rolan, go away.
I do think that Belle's gonna be like, the fuck, kid? Because she's trying to do good, but she's not the most patient person. She is kind of selfish and self-serving at a baseline. So this is her trying to be better, and she's like, why are you being so fucking ungrateful? No need to snap at me.
Sorry. Rolan snapped too, and I didn't like it.
Rolan isn't very good with kids.
He isn't very good with anyone. He yelled at me just because I told him not to drink anymore. It was for his own good. He can barely stand up straight.
This is a good lesson, Fly by Night. Everyone is absolutely allowed to process grief and deal with it in their own way until you start being unkind to other people as a result. You don't get a free pass because you're grieving. I.e., you don't get to yell at kids because you're grieving. If you're upset and you feel like that's your inclination, instead of going with it, go take a walk. Just because somebody doesn't have ill intent doesn't mean that what they do is not harmful. You don't have to have ill intent to hurt other people, but you should still be mindful of that. You should still be in control of yourself and your actions. Most of, if not almost all, the wizards in Menzoberranzan are men. And so she's probably got an association that is potentially a little negative with that. Probably sees them as a bit of a unpredictable entity. So, a drunk wizard's a dangerous thing. All that uncontrolled power.
Right? He might wave his arms wrong and burn the whole inn down, or belch up a puddle of acid. Anyway, it's his loss.
What do you mean, his loss?
I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Rolan so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows.
In very drow fashion, Belle is going to lean down. She's going to brace the palms of her hands right above her knees, just slightly bent so she can get more on his eye level. Do you mind if I have it instead, then?
It's for Rolan.
Let me make a persuasion. Yes. Yes. Do you really want to give it to him after how he acted? This is a high DC for this. He really wanted to give it to Rolan. It's very cute. Amazing.
Guess you can have it then. I don't care.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm sick of talking. You can go now. Bye-bye.
Okay. Well, let's see what it is. Belle's like... Belle doesn't like children. Alright. How to convey that which I know, deep within myself, to be true? Would that I could bring each of you reading these words into this head of mine, this heart of mine, feeling as one. Perhaps then I could speak what words fail to describe. That home isn't home unless you're far from home. That love isn't love unless it unleashes you. That the sky is infinitely big as long as you always see it. Do I make sense? I think not, but perhaps the peripatetic patter of these words can create some rhythm approximating the joy of feet on road, with naught but everything ahead. That's beautiful, actually. I like that a lot. Alright, well, we have another child. Umi. Let's walk around here. I'm trying to look at everything, but not take it. It feels bad. I'll look at shit, but...
I tried telling Mr. Rolan that he'd had enough too. He didn't like it then either.
Poor baby. Rolan, you need to shape the fuck up. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to be angry. It's not okay to take any of that out on other people. Alfira.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I heard about what happened. That people were taken to Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Ash'arak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
How did you survive?
Rolan, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
What did the cultists do to the others?
I don't know. It just happened so quickly. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
Oof. The Drow is definitely one we'll use on our dirge. It's not appropriate for this spell in this moment, but... You just take it one step at a time.
You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
I do feel like the bell response is not to assuage that we'll find them, but I'm sure they're fine. They're probably being kept alive for questioning.
Maybe. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. You've enough on your plate. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
God, they've seen so much death. It's absolutely wild. Gosh. Alright, I do love that we get to see her again. Alfira is great.
Right here.
Okay, so there's a bunch. Ooh, there's a door. This is an. Ooh, it's a little back patio door. Okay, that was giving me. Wilburn? No, Barcus. What are you doing? He doesn't know. Oh, I haven't talked to this guy.
Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
Some days. Okay, anything important, like a book that I can read? Yeah. I remember the other door that we almost went in. I got distracted by Rolan yelling at the children. I will absolutely get back there in just a second. Oh, I don't like there's a water brow, because that makes me think that combat could happen. And that makes me uncomfortable. Okay, that goes where we need to go. And Alt's not showing me anything. Cool. Oh, the kitty. Oh! He's got a little
Patrols report more activity among the
Okay.
cultists, Mum. Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
Okay, so have I talked to this lady? About Callie?
Last night's best bargains right here.
Oh. She left. Well, Barcus, I didn't know you went here with us.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
What are you doing here?
I thought I'd scout ahead, check for any nasty surprises, of which I found a great deal.
I bet you did. And what did you find?
Shades, death, harpers, flaming fist, and this, of course, and the makings of an alchemist's workbench.
Oh.
Ingredients, too. There's a recipe I'm trying to replicate. Something that might help you.
Oh.
That is, if you're still going to help Wulbren and the others.
We only get the nice thing if we do the nice thing for you. I get it. What would Belle say? She'd be pretty miffed. It's like, hey, I got a gift for you. But only if you do that thing that's very dangerous that you said you might do for us. Because I think we told him we'd keep an eye out for Wulbren and whatnot when we were there. So I think she'd be a little annoyed. It depends. What did you say you were making?
A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
Yeah, I did think that that was his mission. Man, Wulbren, who is so mean. So we know they got trapped in the towers. I guess is this if you didn't do the Underdark, question mark? Because Grimforge had a bunch of deep gnomes held captive to do work for them. And Wulbren was with that group, at least at one point. And so they knew that he and others had been taken to Moonrise. But I guess if you don't go to the Underdark, you wouldn't know that. I do think Belle is going to sink her weight onto one hip and fix a hand to the opposite side of her waist. Arch a brow at him. I thought that was your mission.
Let's call a thing a thing. A deep gnome won't get far into the Absolute's orgy of evil. We already learned that in the Underdark with those sadistic 𝒸𝒾𝒶, didn't we? It's doubly true in this place. You, on the other hand, have proven resourceful in such infiltrations. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
I like the name. What does it do?
Let's not ruin the surprise, You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
But if I'm going to use it appropriately, isn't it necessary for me to know what it does? Barcus, please! I just want to use it correctly. Oh, His Majesty, what a baby. full body depiction of a tiefling. Good. Alright. Ugh. I am gonna talk to Mole, but to Maul. But probably after I do this other room, because if it engages us with Raphael, I want to do that later. Oh, we haven't talked to this lady.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you.
Oh.
Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
Oh, it's not your fault. Oh, you're right, I don't see Zevlor. I don't see Zevlor. Don't tell me he's missing as well.
Aye, and more than half the others with him.
We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
What were you doing out here to begin with? I thought you lot were bound for Baldur's Gate.
This army of the Absolute is growing and flowing towards Moonrise. There's worse than goblins on the roads now. I thought we might pass unnoticed along the fringes of this place. Escape the owlbear by hiding in its shadow, so to speak. You can see exactly how well that went.
Yeah, I understand why she would blame herself, but I feel bad that she is. Still, you're here. It's better than being a prisoner of the Absolute.
Prison's the best I can hope for the ones we left behind. Zevlor seemed to think the cult wanted us alive. I almost hope he never found out why.
Oh man. I'm really hoping... Ooh, map of the Shadowlands. I'm really hoping that when we go rescue Minfi, all of these people are going to be there. Well, at least they've got a cozy little fire going. Hello? You're what's making the weird sounds. Just having a nice little levitate outside, I guess.
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray it's not too late for Duke Ravengard.
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows for once.
I bet Ravengard's in there too.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever. I hope you'll help us.
But you're a flaming fist, and they're kind of categorically assholes. Alright, now, let's interrupt this fist. This is one of the guys on the guest book. I don't know what this bit is.
Flame Cullagh. That's your name, isn't it? Art Cullagh? I'm Fistula.
Thaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering.
Hello?
Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell. yet it has not broken.
Okay, so this is really interesting. The Shadowfell is a different plane, as much as I understand it. The Shadowfell exists in the same space, but on a different plane. What's wrong with him?
A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even who'll want to be seeing you.
This fist is trying so hard, I'll give her that. That name he mentioned, Thaniel. Who is that?
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him.
That song... Have you heard it before?
No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers.
Did you already check for personal effects?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
That's wild, but his VOD is the same. I didn't see pointed ears. I'll see what I can discover.
Thank you.
Looks official.
Perception failed. Astarion, did you fail as well?
I will.
Oh no, Astarion succeeded. Looks official. A plain, unadorned note. Assignee, Art Cullagh, rank Flame. This is Flaming Fists, right? Objective, to obtain information about current activities in Moonrise Towers and its environs, headed by 𝒸𝒾𝒶 of the region's ancestral 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 family. Orders, take lodging in the Last Light Inn and begin investigation in the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corroboration has yet been obtained. Note, the region's 𝒂𝒹𝒾𝒶 family are long-standing devotees of Selûne, but rumors indicate a Sharan enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigate and report. Signed, Grand Duke Elton. So it sounds like he was a Flaming Fist that was sent here by the previous Duke of Baldur's Gate. Interesting.
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
Bell does have a medicine score, I believe. Yeah. I hope we can do all of these things. Let's give him a once-over physically first. That seems the prudent course of action that somebody would take here. That was close.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
Okay.
Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness.
Okay. At the table, I would have done physical once-over, and then Belle would have used any capabilities she had to kind of examine his mental state, or something from a more magical perspective. I think she's gonna investigate, because if we've come to the conclusion that we need to figure out something to rouse him from this, and that likely whatever would accomplish that is something he holds dear, we need to do a little deeper investigating. Oh, too close for comfort.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor. Or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
Bel's just gonna like whip out the lyre and just sit on this edge of his bed. Flame color. Do you know where you are?
If he does, he isn't sane.
Alright. Well, let's try the stringed instrument. She's not very good at it, but... Where's our lyre? Can we just play it? There it is. God, it's so big. Right? Sorry, you're stuck in a coma anyways. Here's Wonderwall. It's so fucking true. Bard dance, divinity and sin. Look, there's even the Thane mask. Sing for me.
Listen.
Wait, we should see if there's any context. Foot temperature, attract and delight those around you. Divinity and sin, mysterious to dazzle and intrigue. Troubled bards, ballad to encourage and inspire. Jaunty she shanty to rouse and excite. Old time battles, battle chant. He was a fist. The power enchanting cloud freezer to attract and delight. Oh. Do we get to play specific spider tunes? I like that. I'm gonna try Divinity and Sin just because it's my favorite, and if it needs to be a specific one, we can try a different one. Oh, baby. Is this just the roll? I rolled poorly? Let's try it a different one. Where was the rouse? Old time battles.
Hear me, Moon Maiden.
Right? When the performance is so bad, he's gonna wake up just to tell her to stop. Maybe you'd better stop before anyone starts throwing rocks. Baby. Baby. Don't do that. Thank you. I know you did your best, and that's all that matters, but... Okay. Alright. We've done all this. We gotta go investigate that. So... Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. Those aren't specific things like... What?
Seems simple enough.
That I can pick up. So the way it works, usually, is your performance skill is what you would roll for that at the table, but you can also have proficiency in specific instruments. So it's like anybody who's musically inclined can pick up a guitar and try their best, right? But it helps if you have training or have sat down and tried to figure out the guitar, right? So that's the proficiency part. Apis Testimonial. The last stand of 𝒸𝒾𝒶, chosen of Shah. The pursuant text describes a battle between 𝒸𝒾𝒶's faithful and magical harper forces. I don't know what magic the Dark Justiciars summoned to our plane, but if it came from the Weave, then let it be cursed for eternity. For 3 days we sieged the towers. For 3 days their dark bolts cleaved our ranks. And on the 3rd day, as his men and women at last began to fall, 𝒸𝒾𝒃 entered battle.
As I listen.
Rip. Okay. We need to talk to Jaheira, and we need to talk to Raphael. I'm going to save her for last, because I feel like she's what's going to progress stuff. But,
what's up for discussion?
That means I got to talk to Raphael. Oh, and she's got a map, but I've been polite and I haven't looked at it yet.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage! No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it!
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
He's teaching her strategy.
What's going on here?
Look who made it! For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief.
I love it.
Do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Oh, we failed our insight. Opinion on half-drows? Ew. At best. So, remember we talked about half-elves in general? Elves don't much care for half-elves. They at best pity them, because elven souls are immortal. They are recycled, and there is a specific deity in the Seldarine that's whole job is to weave a general tapestry with each life. So the problem with half-elves is that you're making a very unfair gamble. Sometimes you'll get an elven soul, but in a half-elf, it's not always added back to the pool. So it could be that soul's last life. And so most elves think that's very selfish to do that to an immortal soul. And so I don't think it's really played up much in the lore, but that's what's canon. So a lot of elves, drow included, don't care for half-elves. There's some conjecture that the drow actually have a separate pool of souls to draw from, and that they are not immortal. It's still kind of up in the air as far as I understand. I haven't like re-looked it up as of late, so I don't know if there's anything that's changed, especially with the drow retcon that was a few years ago. I like to think, and I think I read something at some point, that Eilistraee is pulling some drow souls into the larger elven pool for reincarnation. I'll need to find where I read that, because I'm not as sturdy on that fact. I think that's what it is, but I'm not positive. The problem with drow additionally is that drow hate other drow. And all drow are still superior to literally every other life form other than Lolth. So, half drow are just as terrible as surface elves, which are their, like, worst enemy. Okay, I think we're gonna go with sleight of hand just because it's funny. And I think Belle's lack of patience with Raphael kind of colors this behavior. Whew. Okay, the AC is not terrible. The DC is not terrible. Oh, wow. Do I care enough to use an inspo? I mean, I've got one more. It's just a 10. I'm gonna do it because I want to be petty. Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Didn't
Aren't we
click the right
clumsy?
button.
Let me put these back in place.
Hells. Thought I had you.
They always do. You came close, though. All you needed was a dash more courage. You will remember that, won't you? When you consider my offer.
Get out of here. I'm sorry, Mo. I clicked the wrong button because I'm
What a
on this.
lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
Please let me smack this creep.
She might have won, you know. There was no need for your attempt at sabotage.
Is that why you're here? To play games?
To play the game. The vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved infernal runes into my back. They're a fragment of a contract. I'd like to know what the full contract says.
I do think that Bella's going to support Astarion because he's already been very clear about the fact that this is what he wants to do. I don't think it's a good idea, but Belle's a bit of a pushover for him. Don't play games, Raphael. Help him out.
Oh, such impatience.
Ooh, look at that.
It's something very important to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details. But of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me? This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Last night's best bargains, right?
Ugh, he's the worst. Did we even ask if Cullagh speaks Infernal?
A blushing apple begging to be plucked?
It's so gross.
Raphael's angling for the girl's soul.
I know. I'm just over here having a conversation with Will. Remember when I talked about my Menzo campaign and how Bell killed that guy? He was running his mouth at her, and it was a bad idea. So Bell always has nails that are filed to a point. And so when he wouldn't stop speaking, when she told him to, she goes up, grips him around the mouth, your chin butted up against this part of your hand, and she sinks her nails into the soft flesh of his cheek. So he has to look at her. That's really what I wanted to do here. Signature Bell move. Mole's an obstinate one. If she has my mind to team up with Raphael, there's no changing it.
She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Mole's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
Good for her. For her sake, I hope you're right.
You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Mole would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
Yeah, tell him. Thanks, Will. Alright, let's also talk to Astarion because he had a very important thing just happen.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear?
I really need to throw some water on you. Let's do that really quick. I'm real sorry about it, babe, but you are coded. We still need to talk to Jaheira. And I think that's the last thing we have to do before we go upstairs. One level at a time.
Premium trinkets and doodads!
And I'll look at her map afterwards. Oh, did we get everything in here? I didn't do a really great job of looking at all the tables. I didn't look at almost any of this, if we're going to be honest. Well, not tables, wardrobes and shit. Oh, a sponge tray. That's very sweet that they're trying to keep him all nice. Oh, bedroll. I'm still really upset that I can't read more of that testimonial. Okay. Oh, I didn't look at this table. Oh! A good thing. So let's come and get this really quick. I realized I didn't do a good investigation of this area. And then we'll talk to Jaheira. To those searching for the Grand Duke, our Flaming Fist detachment is returning to Baldur's Gate for reinforcements. We've identified the Absolute Cult as Duke Ravengard's abductors, and that Moonrise Towers is their base, but we are too few to assault it. Upon our return to the city, I will urge the immediate formation of an expeditionary force, led by those new Steel Watchers, to attempt a rescue of the Grand Duke. In the meantime, we could be wrong, so keep searching. Be of stout heart. Help is on the way. Councillor Floric. Dang. Okay. Now that I feel better about having done that, let's talk to Jaheira.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. Oh, my gods! To your very good health.
God damn it, Cullagh. I feel like as a drow, we would definitely smell the wine, especially because she wasn't the nicest when we got here. Bam.
You perceive a faint hint of 𝒸𝒾𝒶, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
No, but it spoils my trust.
Indulge me.
I feel like, as a drow, we were really chill with her when she was fucking around with us at the beginning. And we were like, look, I'm good. And Mul's like, yeah, she's good. And we're like, cool. And now she tries to slip the equivalent of like truth circle of truth in our drink. She's also probably pissy after Raphael. I think she's going to decline to drink. Belle's going to hold Jaheira's gaze, none too pleased, while maintaining eye contact. She's going to set the glass down on the table.
You don't know what you're missing. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
It's trying to change me, to win me over. but I'm resisting its temptations.
And you're certain you will continue to resist?
Yes.
Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
That's right. 𝒸💾💁. I encountered him in Moonrise Towers.
You've been to the towers. Incredible. Your parasite has already served you well. I suppose you know about 𝒸💾 then. His invincibility. That we'll never cleanse this place until he's made to bleed. We met him on the road here. Commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
Oh, I love the Cleric of Eilistraee response. I don't think it's what she'd say, but I love it. I'm trying to figure out a way in character that I could make that a possibility. I think maybe we can pin it back on her unflappable self-confidence. Belle has a penchant for, as we were talking about, batting way over her league and winning, being good at that. And so I think, given how she genuinely believes that she can affect the change that is a little out of reach for others, I think it's that bit of hubris, that bit of I don't want to say delusion, but definitely a bit of times that she's come out on top when she probably shouldn't have. Hope is my specialty. How can I help?
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once 𝒸💾 is without his shield, the sword. Together, we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
I don't like any of these for her, really. But we'll figure out the best. It seems like I'll be doing most of the heavy lifting.
You're the only one who can get inside the towers. You were born for this mission. Or made for it, rather. Besides, you need this. You need to heal yourself of your infection.
That's also true.
Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic 𝒸💾's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
I'm gonna ask this even though we've clearly already been there. Because I want to see what she says. How do I reach him, then? The towers are surrounded by shadow.
You're not our only secret weapon.
Oh?
Isobel. A faithful cleric of Selûne. And a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive.
Oh.
She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
That must be levitating, lady. And that's why she's constantly casting. It must be a concentration spell. Man, Jaheira seems really cool. I know Belle is very sus, but as a player, I think she's really nifty. And I think she looks like a half-elf to me. Because my ears are longer.
Premium trinkets
we should
and
do a long
doodahs.
rest before we go. I just need the extra dialogue.
You wish to speak?
There's a flaming fist at last light. The curse has left him insensible, but he's muttering about a boy called Thaniel.
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something.
Oh.
Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land.
Hello?
If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Bye, Halson. Oh, he didn't even stay for dinner. Okay, so this is perfect. We know exactly what we're doing next time. Talking to Gale. I hope that each and every one of you has a wonderful rest of your day or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. For more content, you can check out these videos, or my stream on Twitch, or my reaction content on TikTok. All the links are in the description. Have a great rest of your day.